Hey guys, welcome back. This is Coach Bob, and today we are going to be having another nutrition talk this Saturday. Man, the weather is so nice today. So today what we're talking about is 5 strategies to overcome boredom and stress eating. So my question to you guys, have you ever gotten into a situation where you're just sort of kind of bored? What am I going to do? You just start snacking on some things and you start, just eating mindlessly. So we're going to give you guys 5 tips today that will help with boredom and also with stress eating. So many of us eat due to boredom and stress, and we either don't even realize it or we get disappointed in ourselves after the fact. This is a real thing, and it does happen to a lot of people. It's more common than you might imagine. But just because boredom or stress eating can be so common in our daily lives doesn't mean that we have to keep doing it. So now our brains need to take a break from work. It's absolutely normal and healthy to give your brain a change in focus. So in fact, research shows that when we take planned breaks, we're going to be more productive. So likewise, we commonly encounter stressors. Stress is a normal part of our lives, but how do we deal with and manage our stress is extremely important. So how we respond and how we react to both boredom and stress is key. So good news is you have control over that. You can actually decide how you're going to respond. So here's some positive outcomes that we see when we stop eating from boredom or as a response of stress. 1, decreased bloating. 2, stabilized blood sugar so we're not crashing every few hours. We can also improve our mood, reduce fatigue, increase our energy levels, even improve our brain and blood vessel health. And it can even reduce our risk of nerve and kidney damage. Number 3, we can decrease our overall calories that we're taking on board, often leading to easier weight loss. Number 4, increase our confidence and our self-control. And number 5, even save money on groceries, not buying all of these snacks that we're just going to be eating when we're bored and stressed. So in this nutrition talk, we're going to discuss 5 strategies to overcome boredom and stress eating. So number 1, fixing our mindset. So new mindset rules, new results. So first of all, let's think about how something is classified as boring. Different things are boring to different people. Some people find exercise boring, but for others, it could be the highlight of their day, exercise that is. The key is how you think about the task. When we're bored, we typically think thoughts that make us feel negatively. For example, the thought, "This is boring," can make you feel annoyed. "This is awful," can make you feel frustrated. "This is so unnecessary," can make you feel anxious. It makes sense then that when we're bored, we want to feel a positive emotion instead. And we can sometimes think that this positive emotion will come from food. So for example, the thought of, "This tastes good," can make you feel happy. The thought that "this is just what I need" can make you feel content. And however, let's challenge this a little bit. When you do end up eating, when you weren't hungry in the first place, does the positive feeling for the food last? Likely not. Yes, there's a quick release of the endorphins, but then you're likely to get a lot of back and forth brain chatter about what happened. "I shouldn't have done that. I'm so bad. Why can't I have more self-control?" And what can often happen is that the feel that we've blown it. I've blown it. Make poor eating choices the rest of the day. That's it. Everything's messed up. I might as well just sort of eat the rest of that Haagen-Dazs ice cream. Positive feeling from the boredom eating is short-lived and often leaves us feeling worse. So how can you fix these thoughts? All right, try some of these thoughts instead. I can't wait to finish this task so I can do what I really want to be doing right now. Or how can I make this task more enjoyable? Everyone has to do some tasks they don't want to do in life. This is just one of those for me. This mind shift that you can make, I find, is the true key to stopping boredom eating. It's really that simple. It's how you set your mind about it, how you're thinking about it, that's going to make all of the difference. All right, strategy number 2, clean out the closet. All right, try not to have the junk food so easily available. Do a closet or a pantry clean out. Out of sight, out of mind can be a really helpful strategy when it comes to either boredom or stress eating. Learn to read the nutrition fact label to understand what is really in some of those foods that you're consuming. Knowledge is power, and this will help you to make better food choices in the future. Beware of kids' food marketed as being healthy and lower in sugar or whole grain. Doesn't mean that it's low calorie, and certainly doesn't mean that it's healthy. Another tip here can be to pre-portion into little snack baggies, individual single serving containers as well for easier portion control. That way we're not eating the whole bag of Doritos, just a few chips, right? And if unhealthy, must be kept in the house, have it in a high cabinet or a freezer out of the way. It's a lot less accessible that way. But when we're truly hungry, what you really want to do is you want to make sure that you're having a balanced snack that contains a source of protein, carbs, and fat. And here's some examples. Here's 5 balanced snacks that we can put together. And this way, when we are having that snack, we're having a nice balanced meal. Strategy tip number 3, change up your routine. Eating without distraction. Take time to eat your meal and snack. Maybe don't eat it in front of the computer keyboard. And so that doesn't mean, when you're watching TV or responding to emails or listening to an audiobook, eat without distraction. Take time away and create a meal and eat the meal. Set an alarm on your phone, block off the time in your calendar. You need to eat, make it a meal, make it consistent. All right, TV time. TV time is such a boredom eating culprit. Changing up your nighttime or weekend TV watching routine can be a good tip, a way to avoid consuming too many unwanted calories. Has anyone else become a bottomless pit in front of the TV? First, decide on how many episodes or movies you're going to watch. Set an alarm on your phone to go off after that amount of time. Turn it off, right? Turn off the alarm, turn off the show. You bring with you a glass of water or seltzer or tea. We often make a mistake that, our thirst cues are hunger cues, when in fact we're just thirsty. And if you do find yourself getting bored when watching, either turn the TV off or do something else. Read a book, go for a walk. You're going to feel so much better. So changing up your routine with anything improves your creativity and the neuroplasticity, how the brain adjusts and responds to new situations or to changes in our environment. Think of rewiring your brain for growth and positivity. So try this in other areas of your life too, not just the TV. Strategy tip number 4, learn about your hunger and fullness cues. So the most important thing that you can do to assure you are following your natural patterns of hunger and fullness is to TUNE, tune them in by learning more about your own hunger and fullness. You can become more intuitive as an eater. You can use this intuitive hunger eating scale as a tool to help you to tune in and to reestablish your natural hunger and fullness cues. The different levels are going to feel different to different people, but below are some things that I frequently hear from my clients about various numbers on this scale. Number 10, binge level of fullness. So full that you physically feel sick. Number 9, Thanksgiving Day full, uncomfortably full, food coma, feel like you have to change into sweatpants. Number 8, these are fun, slightly uncomfortable full, how you feel leaving a restaurant meal, slightly distended around this fullness of your stomach. Number 7, satisfied, but not stuffed. Your stomach feels satiated and there's a roundness to it, but it's not physically uncomfortable. Number 6 is filling up, but not full. The stomach is no longer empty and is starting to feel more full, but you still desire some food. Number 5, right in the middle, neutral. How you feel after a couple hours after a satisfying meal. And number 4, thinking about food, snack hunger. Energy levels a little low, slightly empty, filling in my stomach, but no pangs. Number 3, meal hungry. Stomach feels empty, but not so uncomfortably so. Maybe some very slight gnawing, but nothing too strong. Little low energy. Thinking a lot about food right now. Number 2, uncomfortably hungry, hangry. Starting to get shaky, dizzy, slight headache, a pang, significant gnawing. And number 1, very uncomfortable hunger, dizzy, faint, severe headache, nausea, so hungry, you're not hungry. So how do you use it? You can begin by rating a meal or two each day to see where you fall on the scale. Gauge your hunger prior to eating. Before you eat, ask yourself, am I hungry? What's my hunger level? The ideal time to eat is when your hunger level is 3 or 4. Gauge your fullness before the end and then following the meal. The ideal place to land after the meal is somewhere around 7 or where you feel comfortably satisfied. You can pause during the meal and check in with your body and ask yourself, what is my fullness level? So this way you can eat consciously and without distraction. So finally, our final tip number or strategy number 5, practice mindful stress management. How does mindfulness help with stress management? Most of the time, regardless of the situation we're in, there's going to be a variety of ways to see and to handle how to respond to what is happening. And when practicing mindfulness, it gives us more options. And as we do this more and more, our confidence in our ability to cope grows, and we're less likely to become stressed about events that would previously have felt like a threat. STOP, stop for mindful stress management. So practicing stop to be mindful when managing stress. So when a stressor, something that stresses you out, has triggered you, and you're about to react, you can follow these 4 steps. Slow down, take a breath, observe, what are you feeling in your body? How are you thinking? What are you thinking? And what other possibilities exist? And then finally, proceed, considering multiple possibilities. So that was a lot. We covered 5 strategies to help you to cope with boredom and stress eating. Thank you guys so much for checking in with us today. And we'll be following up with you. If you would like to learn more, schedule a coffee with one of our coaches and we'll help you to find a program that is right for you. Take care. Have a good day.
Inactivity and poor nutrition steal away energy, make clothes fit poorly, and can even hurt relationships. CrossFit Glen Burnie provides the accountability, structure, and activities that help individuals lose body fat, gain confidence, increase performance, and reclaim health. CrossFit Glen Burnie delivers results for life.